Miesha Cupcake Tate. Now, you know I love me some sweets, but I also love some violence. So let's save the sweet talk for later, because right now I want to talk about fights and I want to give you my picks and predictions. Let's start with Justin Gaethje versus Michael Chandler. When I look back at their resumes, I mean, both standout wrestlers, both champions in other divisions before coming to the UFC, and now they meet for the first time in the UFC. And I look at Michael Chandler and I say, you know, he's the better athlete, I think. He's more explosive, he's more powerful, and he tends to start fights fast. We know he has the power to put anybody away. He's got that fantastic wrestling and truly has a will to win, which I think Justin Gaethje has as well. The things that stand out to me about Justin Gaethje is he's full throttle from bell to bell, from the start of the fight to the finish of the fight. And I think that we did see him get taken down with Khabib, right? And some people might say he got exposed. I would argue that was more just Khabib being Khabib. That's what Khabib does to everybody. I don't think that was really so much exposing Gaethje. He does have that great wrestling. We've seen it on display, mostly in defense. He doesn't use it offensively, really, in any of his fights, but it's there. So don't forget about that. And then it's like, if you can't take Justin Gaethje down and keep him there, if you can't control him, good luck trying to hurt him, because I don't really recall a time when we've seen Justin Gaethje just hurt. And I think for Michael Chandler to be able to win this fight, he's got to consistently get Justin Gaethje down and control him on the ground. And where I see Justin being able to win this fight is just muddying the waters and continuing to batter away at Michael Chandler and just not going away, just staying in that fight and making it gritty. My prediction on this one, I'm going with Justin Gaethje. I think he will get a third round TKO. I just think he's just too hard to put away, and I think he can weather just about anybody's storm and stay in fights and find a way to win. So that's my pick. Moving on to the ladies, we have a rematch in this one. Rose Namajunas versus Weili Zhang. This fight surprises me that it's happening again. I think maybe that's surprising to a lot of people, because typically we don't see fights like this that end in less than 60 seconds, warranting an immediate rematch. But maybe some people are stuck on the idea that Rose just got, caught Weili, I should say. But truthfully, I still believe that Rose is the better fighter. I think that she moves like a butterfly and stings like a bee. I think she's seeing openings. I think she is more connected and grounded than she's ever been. I've been a fan of her since way back in the Invicta days when she was doing flying triangles, and she's always been a standout fighter since the day I started watching her, and I've never lost that faith in her. And I think as long as her mind is right, she is the best woman in that division, and I believe that she is where she wants to be. And I think Weili, on the other hand, is a incredibly talented and tough fighter. I do believe it will last longer this time. However, I think the inevitable is that Rose Namajunas wins again, probably by some form of KO or TKO. So there's my pick for that fight. Moving on to the main event, we have Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington, to a rematch as well, although more time has transpired since these two have met. And when I look at this fight, I say, look, Colby Covington is tough. He's got the good wrestling. He can take a punch and he can give a punch, and he's continuing to evolve. But I look at Kamaru Usman and I say, who can beat that man? Who can beat that man? Because he's got the best wrestling. His striking is hitting a new level. It's scary how fast this man is evolving when he's already the best. And of the two athletes, I really believe that Kamaru Usman has evolved more since that last fight with Colby Covington. So I do expect this fight to be a bit of a war, except this time I think we will see Kamaru Usman win the fight earlier, unless maybe Colby Covington can find some ways in with his wrestling. We didn't really see him try to do that very much in that first fight. I think that would be smart and wise of him. But when you're talking about trying to take down Kamaru Usman, who's one of the best in the division, it's easier said than done. He's working with Trevor Whitman, who I'm a huge fan of, who coached Rose Namajunas and Justin Gaethje as well, and has taken them from, grapplers primarily to striking phenoms. And you saw it in that last fight with Kamaru Usman when he got that knockout. So I'm going with Kamaru Usman on that one. There you have it. There are my picks and predictions. I hope you guys enjoy UFC 268.